Well, we're back at 11 Mile Canyon. It's Saturday, our last day. Been fishing since early this morning. Caught maybe about 6 or 7 fish. Some of them got loose, landed about 6 or 7. This time it was cutthroat and rainbow trout, about half and half. We're here at the dam, just right above Lake George, and see if we can do any good here. And after we hit this, we're going to go further up, all the way back up to the spillway, the 11 miles, and stop periodically and catch, and that's what we've been doing. We stop at the pullouts and fish a little bit, catch 1 or 2, and go on to the next one. This is the first time we fished this. It looks really good, but nothing yet. Usually the first cast. Usually you get them on the first cast. I like to catch another one. It's fun catching them. I hadn't caught one in a while. Last one I caught was a real pretty spotted cutthroat, I guess, a brown. Oh, got one. Nice fish too. Jumped. We'll get this guy in the net. I'm not gonna play any game. See, I can get on my knees, that's what's nice. Okay, he's loose from the hook. So, get that out of the way. So that was like your third cast? Yeah. Alright, you ready to try to, yep. See if we can get him underwater after that too. Oh, he's going to take off. Yep. Okay, got him? Okay, right here. Right here with a little bit of cleaning. Oh, one jump down there. I think they're biting pretty good. It's the second one I've seen jump. This is a nice fish there. I mean, a real nice fish. That's a nice rainbow. I've got to land this fish. Dude, I've got to land this fish. Yeah, he's big. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a monster rainbow. That's a good one. Oh, that's a nice fish. That's 15. Oh my goodness. That is a nice fish. There we go. Get in the water where I can get on. That's a big rainbow. Got it tangled up. Come on, buddy. All out. There we go. Oh man, I hooked him good. He ain't going anywhere. Just need to get the hook out of him.
Need a good picture of this one.
Yeah, I want to keep him in the water. Wow.
Really hold on to it. Here, let me hold this. Oh, you can put both hands on it.
Yeah. Got him flopping loose on me. Got him?
Yep.
Hit me.
How big? Where'd you go? Oh, right there.
Almost lost him. They got a lot of muscle on. I'm gonna get a picture.
I want to see if we can, when you release them, get them into, get them under the water.
So we got pictures in the net and all that. That's a good fish. That is a beautiful rainbow.
You want to talk about them real quick before we let them go?
Oh, it's the biggest rainbow I've ever caught. 11 Mile Canyon.
We're up by the dam, right?
Just up here, quarter mile right below the spillway, the dam. But a beautiful rainbow. I've been seeing them out here, but it's the first one I caught. He's nice. 15 inch. I don't know how long my net is here, but he's as long as the net. We're going to turn him back. It's a catch and release river, so he's still in good shape. So we're going to try to get some underwater video of him on a release. Takes is 100 one. I think they're in there laying down. I don't know why I didn't put my GoPro on this morning. I haven't got to spend all that money on this GoPro. Don't use it. Oh, that might have been a fish. Couldn't pay attention.
Did you get him?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, he's not. You got him.
Rainbow came off the hook. That's what's nice about this net. It's easy to get the hook loose. Caught a little rainbow here. We're right below there's the dam, 11 Mile Reservoir. We're right here up to the limits of public access. And heavily fished, but we still just 2 or 3 casts and caught this one little rainbow here. Get him out, catch and release, of course. I'm gonna see what happens.
You good?
but they run from that net like. See, you can't get him in that net. They run. They're gonna mess around and lose that fish. It's a battle though. I've watched a lot of fishing shows. That's exactly what happens. They try to net them and they run. You got him. That's a good one. That's like the one I just caught. Well, here we are at our campsite. We've had a long day fishing here at 11 Mile Canyon at Lake George, Colorado. And we started out this morning fishing and caught quite a few cutthroat and rainbow, about average size, 6 to 8 inches. Caught maybe about 6 or 7 of them. But then towards the end of the day, we could see a lot of fish in the water. They wouldn't, throw everything in the world at them. They wouldn't hit it. But got lucky towards the end of the day, probably about 5 o'clock. Caught about an 18-inch rainbow, and then we got a picture of it that will include. But that was the biggest rainbow I've ever caught, and that was the highlight of the day. That was something else. But so that was a lot of fun. This is Saturday. The trip was intentionally was to go to Cheeseman Canyon. There, Cheeseman Reservoir.
Deckers, Colorado.
Just outside of Deckers. And I heard a lot about that. Watched a lot of YouTube videos on it. And I got there, and it's a beautiful place, beautiful canyon, a really nice hiking trail, nice place to park right out there on the two-lane divided asphalt highway. And then you hike in there for about a mile. But got in there, and the fish were just overfished. Did not catch one fish all day long, not one single fish. And the other people I was talking to, they were having pretty much the same trouble. There's too much pressure on them. It's overfished. It's not that far from Denver. What, about maybe 45-minute drive or so?
Yes.
From Denver.
And same, almost from Colorado Springs.
It's also from Springs. And everybody I talked to, the regulars, that was the first time I ever fished there, but all the regulars there that fish there all the time, they told me it's way overfished. There's too much pressure on the fish. And so I was disappointed in Cheeseman Canyon for that reason right there. And they told me, they said Saturday is just a madhouse. The parking lot's full, it's packed, almost like shoulder to shoulder fishing in there, because it's close enough to Denver with the populace there for a lot of people, a lot of traffic to come there and fish. So we left and then came here to 11 Mile Canyon and caught fish. The first afternoon that we were here, caught maybe 10 rainbows, and so I was really impressed with it's a catch and release only, and caught fish yesterday, the first day that I was here, and caught fish today. And but today being Saturday and in close proximity of Denver, where a lot of people come out here, it's really a popular place. A lot of people come here on Saturdays. And there's a lot of pullouts on the road from Lake George up to the dam, 11 mile long, 11 Mile Canyon. There's a lot of pullouts, and so you can always find a place to fish and catch fish, because 90% of the people release them, because that's the law. And so there's a lot of fish. You'll see fish, you'll catch fish, and it was a lot of fun fishing here today. So
yeah, this was, he said that the size of the fish and everything were about the same Cheeseman Canyon, but Cheeseman Canyon is only like a mile or 2 miles of the river, and you have to hike in, which is a chore. Right. But this, you got 11 miles here, and so evidently not as much pressure.
And you can drive the road. It hugs the river all the way down, so the road is right there on the shoreline of the river. You can pull off at any one of these pull-offs, which is numerous pull-offs where you can get out of the way. They got them specifically made for people to pull off and fish. And then there's just maybe a 50-yard, maybe a 100-yard at the most. Sometimes it's even closer than that, walk down to the water itself to fish. And it's just real convenient, really easy access, and there's a lot of fish. You'll see fish. You'll see lots of fish. And it's just a matter of using the right lure and the right time of day when they're biting or so forth. But like I said, I caught maybe 10 to 12 fish yesterday, probably about 10 today. And I did catch the really nice, probably about an 18-inch rainbow, the biggest one I've ever caught. So it was a fun day, and this is the last day. This is our last night.
The 11 Mile Canyon is really easy to get to, especially from Colorado Springs. You just drive, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes or an hour west of Colorado Springs. And I was telling Mike, the positive is there's a road along it for 11 miles. The negative is there's a road along it for 11 miles. You get a lot of dust. You get a lot of traffic. Some people are out just sightseeing. There are campgrounds that are reservation only. You really need to reserve ahead of time. We actually went up Wagon Tongue Road and Wagon Tongue, and we're rural camping, and that's free. It's a little rougher road, but there's several options. I would say if you like to be around a lot of people, you like that, this is a great spot, and the fishing is really good. If you don't like to be around a lot of people, the farther away you can get from Denver and Colorado Springs, Fort Collins, the better. We do a lot of fishing. There's some fishing in South Fork, Southwest Colorado. Anyway, I just want to point that out. It's a great river, but it's not really for everybody if you like it more quiet.
Well, it was manageable for me. I'm not a people person. I mean, I don't like the crowds. I like isolated places where, ideally you'd be the only one there. But it didn't stop me from fishing or catching fish, even though there was a lot of traffic on the road and a lot of people and a lot of fishermen. But there's plenty of places to fish, and it didn't stop or hinder me from catching fish or being able to fish. And it's a very, very scenic, very beautiful canyon. A lot of people taking pictures, big giant rocks, just gorgeous, beautiful scenery. Also with Cheeseman. Cheeseman's very, very beautiful, very pretty, with a really nice hiking trail. And when I was in there fishing, I ran across a lot of people that were in there just hiking, just enjoying the beautiful canyon and the scenery. And the hiking trail parallels the river, but up high on the side of the hill where you can look down at the river while you're hiking. And then also there's a trail right there along the river for fishermen. But beautiful place to, just fishing was no good for me. I was not able to catch anything, and I saw lots of fish, but they just weren't. And the guys that regularly fish there, they said the same thing. It's tough. It's really hard to fish that because it's way overfished. A lot of pressure on the fish.
Yeah, I was really surprised when Mike said, "Hey, I found a great fishing spot right by your house." I was like, "You got to be kidding me!" Well, it's a great fishing spot, but the pressure is too much on the fish. So, but there's some really great campsites up there. Rural. There's local campgrounds, and then there's rural campsites. Beautiful area. Oh, both places are beautiful.
Well, that's all I got to say about that.
Wait, that was really boring. It's been a long day. I'm really tired. I don't want to say nothing else.
Well, it's been a long day. I fished all day and hot sun, but it was a good day. And like I said, I ended the day off with a record for me, a rainbow trout. Got good pictures. We got good video of the trout.
Underwater too.
Underwater.
Yeah.
So that was the highlight of the whole day. It was worth the whole day itself. So it was a good day. Enjoyed this trip. Enjoyed the camping. Good campsite here. So we got a lot more videos to come. A lot more stuff to share with you. So please share with us and like and subscribe. We really appreciate it.